Yeah, don't worry. For some time, I'll use Notepad, guys. Paintbrush is taking time to get launched. New problem has come in the system. Right. Shall we get into the today's discussion, guys? Yeah. Other day we completed various things related to profiles, guys. Today, let us take a new topic that is runners in Spring Boot. Okay, guys. Now listen. Runners are Java classes come Spring Beans. Spring Beans of. Come on, guys. Everyone, am I audible? Spring Beans of Spring Boot application. These are not there in Spring application, guys. These are there in Spring Boot application. Implementing XXX runner interface. XXX runner interface directly or indirectly. Okay, guys. XXX runner interface. Now listen. XXX runner interface. Yes, guys. Okay, now Paintbrush has come, guys. No, yesterday we noticed one thing. It is launching very slowly. I don't know. It is taking bit of time to get launched. Okay, now back. Yeah, now listen. We generally place. No, yesterday morning session not happened. Evening happened, boss. There I noticed. We generally place one-time executing logics. What logics, guys? One-time execution logics in runners. These runners will give one run method, guys. In this run method, we place one-time executing logics. Okay. So every runner class contains run method dealing with what is this one-time executing logics. One-time executing logics. One-time executing logics where and these logics will execute and these logics will execute. Okay. These logics will execute when Spring application dot run method is about to complete all its startup activities. What activities? Startup activities. Okay, right after creating application context object. Right after creating what? Application context object and right after creating application context object and completing pre-instantiation and injections. Okay, now listen. Sir, if you want to have a one-time execution block, you can go for static block, na? Static block is also one-time executing block. What is need of going for runners and run method? I know that runner and run method will be called automatically for one time by IOC container, no doubt in that. But if you want to write such logics, in any class you keep logic in static block, one and the same, right? Are you understanding my point there? Okay, right. Now listen. The run method of every runner class will be executed automatically by IOC container only for one time as part of application startup process that takes place in, come on, Spring application dot run method. Spring application dot run method. Are you understanding? Are you going to call the run method, or run method will be called automatically? Come on. Only for one time as part of application startup process that takes place in what? Spring application dot run method. Come on. Right, boss. Now tell me, are you going to call, or it will be called automatically? I want reply from you people, guys. This one. Okay, here, what is this? June 26th. Profiles and runners. Okay, profiles story is over. Runners in Spring Boot, guys. They will be called automatically. Okay, now the question is, static block also will be called automatically. Then what is the difference between a runner and static block? You can keep the same logics in what? Static block also. Are you understanding my statement? Okay, right. Now listen. What is the difference between static block and runner? Static block and runner with respect to Spring Boot application. With respect to with respect to Spring Boot application, right? Okay. Now listen. Static block cannot take inputs from end user, guys. Do you think static block can take inputs from end user? Cannot take inputs from end user. Can we pass any inputs to end user, guys? Are you understanding my point there? Okay. So here I will take static block, guys. Static block of Spring Bean. Spring Bean acting as a runner. Spring Bean acting as a runner class. Okay, guys. Tell me when it will execute. Yeah. Executes when IOC container loads this class. Okay, when IOC container loads this class for instantiation. Come on. Loads this class for instantiation. Now listen. Okay, yeah. Run method of this class will be called automatically. What, guys? Will be called automatically by Spring application dot run method as part of application startup activities. Application startup activities. Next. Okay. We cannot pass inputs, nothing but arguments. while working with the static block. While working with the static block. Are you listening my statement, guys? We cannot pass. We cannot pass. Yes. Here. We can pass. We can get command line arguments. What, guys? Command line arguments as inputs. As inputs in run method. In run method. In run method as parameter values. As parameter values. Now listen. Static block allows only static variables or data to use. Are you understanding my point, guys? Static block allows only static variables or static data to utilize. Agree with me, guys? See, now tell me. Okay. Run method of runner class. Runner class can deal with both static and non-static data. Agree with me, guys? Can deal with first of all, tell me, can we use non-static data in static method, guys? But can we use static and non-static data in non-static method? Can we use static and non-static data in non-static method? Yes, right? Run method of runner class can deal with both static and non-static. Static and non-static variables and data. Array your core Java basics, Babu. Don't think much. Okay, guys. Right. It's a feature of Java. So can be used in Spring, non-Spring environment, Spring and non-Spring environment. Spring and non-Spring environment. Are you getting my point there? Okay. Feature of Spring Boot. Spring Boot. Spring Boot. So can be used only in Spring Boot applications. Application to place one-time executing logics. One-time executing logics. To simply place one-time executing logics, guys. Okay. Right. There are two types of runners in Spring Boot, guys. Command line runner, application runner. Command line runners. Both are runners only, boss. Okay. Yes. Now I am going to give the use cases. Please focus. Two types of runners in Spring Boot application. In Spring Boot. Number one, command line runner. Number two, application runner. Both these are basically interface, guys. This is an interface, this is an interface. So can we create object for interfaces? No. So how does we develop them runners? By making classes implementing these interfaces or not? That's what I said. Runner is a class that implement triplex runner interface. Triplex runner interface. I hope everyone remembered that. Yes, guys. Just to type command line runner docs. Command line runner docs. Yes, guys. Functional interface means These are the interfaces which is having declaration of one method. Only one method is there. Directly or indirectly, if interface is having only one method, then it is called functional interface or not. What do you say, guys? This is functional interface can therefore used as assignment target of lambda expression or what? Method reference. I will talk about this because functional interface is having some advantages in lambda expression. Right. Interface used to indicate that a bean should run when contained within Spring application. Multiple command line beans can be defined within application context and can be ordered by using ordered and at the rate order annotation. Okay. If you need to access application arguments instead of raw string array, then think about using what, guys? Application runner, and there is no common interface for both, guys. Yeah, listen. Both are two different independent interfaces, and don't think that both are having runner as the common interface. Not there. And moreover, and the command line runner is not the sub interface or application runner, or application runner is not the sub interface of command line runner. Both are two different ones, but both are having one common method, run method, but arguments are different. Here, run method, string args, right? In application runner, what is the story? Run method, you will get arguments, but what? Application arguments. What arguments, guys? Application arguments. Command line arguments only, guys. Callback method means we don't call. That will be called automatically. By whom? IOC container. That's why they named it as what this. This is the difference. The difference between both is both takes command line arguments. Both gives command line arguments as parameter, but the way they give is different. Okay, command line runner gives what? Command line arguments as which parameter? Varargs parameter. That means all command line arguments will come as a raw form. Where is it? Raw form? Raw form will come. If you look at application runner, guys, it also gives command line arguments as parameters only. No doubt in that. But there is a possibility of what? Categorizing them, dividing them into multiple categories. See, guys, get non-option arguments, get option names, get option values, get source arguments. Come on, whether certain argument is there or not there, we can do postmortem on what? Command line arguments that are coming as argument values to run method. We can categorize them. Are you listening my statement? We can categorize them. We can do lot of postmortem on the arguments that are coming, boss. Command line arguments that are coming. This is the only difference between both, guys. So it's up to you to use either command line runner or application runner. Suppose you don't have any need of these command line arguments, then you can better prefer working with what? Command line runner. No, I want to know different arguments and in what category they are, how they are. Okay, I want to work with only optional arguments, some non-optional arguments. Don't worry, I will explain what is optional, what is non-optional. What is option, what is non-option. Don't worry about it. So you will get detailed information about command line arguments, guys. Understanding my statement, guys? Both these are what? Two independent interfaces. Okay. Both these are two independent. Both these are two independent interfaces. Cool. Okay. What is the difference between command line runner and application runner? Okay. Command line runner, application runner. Answer. Okay. Both the runners are giving. Both the runners are giving run method as the callback method. What method, guys? Callback method. Because it will be called by underlaying IOC container automatically. Come on. We don't call it underlaying IOC container automatically. But okay. Okay. Both runners run method gives both runners run method gets command line arguments. What is the other name for command line arguments? Any idea? Program arguments, guys. What arguments? Program arguments. As the parameter value. As the parameter values. Okay, but the way they get is different. But the way they get them is different. Are you listening my statement? The way they get them is different. For example, you look at command line runner. This is what is application. Okay, command line runner, you take it, guys. This is our command line runner. Yes. Okay. This is the interface, this one. Command line runner. This is the interface, guys. Okay. Here, what is the method, guys? Run method. Say run. String 3 dots args. Right. Gives command line arguments as raw values. Original, how they are originally there, no categorization is possible, nothing. 10 are there, not 10 elements in the array. 20 are there, not 20 elements in array. How exactly we deal with main method for command line arguments? Here also we have to do the same thing. Okay. Gives command line arguments as raw value, same as main method. Main methods args. Args are args. Array, now nowadays we can take main method with this one also, na boss? Okay. What is the next one? Application runner, boss. This is application runner interface. Cool. Yes, here is application runner interface, my dear. Here is my interface, boss. Here we are having run method. Where is that? Here we are having run method. Look at the signature. When you look at the signature, you will get idea. Okay. This is okay. Public wide. Actually, you need not to keep public. By default, they are public only. Application arguments. Yes, guys. Allows to get allows to categorize and get. Categorize and get command line arguments. Command line args as arg values as tell me option args. Option arcs. Array, they start with hyphen symbol. Array, when you write any command in the command prompt to provide any option, we use either single option, either we use single hyphen symbol or double hyphen symbol. What do you say, guys? Either we use single hyphen symbol or double hyphen symbol. Options. jar command you take, java seek you take, java you take. How we provide options, boss? Hyphen D, hyphen capital D. Remembered? Come on. Are you understanding my point there? Option. Start with what is that? Hyphen. Allows to categorize and get command line argument values as option arguments and non-option arguments. Non-option args. Non-option args, guys. Non-option args from application arguments object. Application arguments object, guys. I'll show all these things practically. Don't worry about it. So what are the methods we are having to get them like that? What are the methods we are having? If you look at application arguments, guys, so these are the methods we are having for that one purpose or not. Okay, these are the various methods we are having. Okay. Okay, if you want to have a double confirmation, okay, given with name, option with given name, option with given name. Okay, so option arguments will have a name, boss. Right, boss. These are the various methods that we are having, boss. I'm just pasting them. Yes, methods of what, guys? Application arguments. Application arguments. Okay. Now listen. Both are functional interfaces. That's the only difference. Okay. Both are functional interfaces. Functional interfaces. Java 8, guys. What do you mean by Java 8 feature? Both are functional interfaces because both of them contains only one method declaration. What is that? Only one method. Only one method as only one method declaration. Only one method declaration. What is that one method declaration, guys? Run method. Fine. Only one method. What do you mean by functional interface, guys? The interface that contains come on, guys, the interface that contains only one abstract method declaration, directly or indirectly, including inherited methods, only one method declaration, directly or indirectly, is called what method, guys? Is called functional interface. Is technically, logically called what? Functional interface. Super. Okay. Now listen. To tell that this is not a direct method, it is a overridden method. We have at the rate override annotation. Yes or no? Na? Are you understanding my point there? Yes. To mark interface as functional interface. Interface as functional interface. We use what is this? At the rate functional interface. Yes or no? Na? Array, listen here. This is only instruction to. This annotation gives only instruction to compiler. No runtime activities. No. Do you think at the rate override do some runtime activities? No. It is only to guide. Only to guide compiler. A compiler, don't take this method as direct method. Always take this method as inherited and overridden method. Once that instruction is given to compiler at runtime, those annotations, this at the rate override annotation will not do nothing, will not do anything. Are you understanding? Same thing functional and interface also. Same is what same as one method comes up, please give me compile time error. At runtime, they will not do anything. These annotation right time will not do anything, boss. They are just there to give guidance to compiler, instruction to compiler. Same as at the rate annotation, guys. Okay, boss. There is no use, boss. It's an identification. Sonu Gupta, there is no use of functional interfaces. Okay. So it's identification of functional. The interface with one method is called functional interface, and functional interface can be used differently in lambda expressions, guys. Since a single method is there, towards calling that method, towards using that method, some lambda expressions can be used. Streaming API can be used easily, right? Okay, boss. Right. So right now I don't want to get into Java 8 features, guys. Let's stick back to the same thing. Let's stick back to the same thing. Okay. Right. Now listen, we have multiple core Java faculties. Okay. 2 years back, not now. Okay. 2 years back, 3 years back only, they have recorded all Java 8 features. They have recorded all Java 8 features with beautiful use cases in Naresh IT YouTube channel. Are you listening my statement? And if you are not confident on Java 8 feature, please go and watch. Okay. So just go to Naresh IT YouTube channel and type only one word, Java 8 features by Arikrishna sir. Just type Java 8 features by Arikrishna sir. You will get so many features, so many videos of different faculties. Please don't ask me link, please. Go to Naresh IT YouTube channel, go for it. Copy this. I think someone is sharing the link. I am also giving the same link to you people. Okay. Always remember, yeah, this is functional interface. No, you want to see the source code of functional interface. 1 minute. So control plus shift plus T. Control plus shift plus T, not here, in Eclipse IDE. Control plus shift plus T, you look at the rate override. Override annotation is there now, boss. Java.lang. Look at the retention policy. Source is there. What do you mean by source, guys? Come. Source is there. Are you understanding my point? Only code level. They will not do anything at runtime. They are just there to give instruction to compiler. Okay, you similarly observe control plus shift plus T. Functional interface. Functional interface. Oh, sorry. I have to take my statement back. Retention policy. What is this? Runtime. Retention policy runtime. But as for my knowledge, that annotation will not do anything at runtime. There's no way related to runtime. That annotation will not do anything at runtime, as for my knowledge. That is just there giving instruction to what? Compiler, treat it as what? This one. So let it be. That's not an issue, guys. That is not an issue. Okay. So since it is becoming runtime, okay. No, I just want to give idea, boss. Nothing else. Don't think much on that statement. Okay. At the rate functional interface annotation is there. So directly or indirectly, interface should have only one method declaration. What is that? One abstract method declaration. Then it is called as a functional interface. Can you come back? Can you come back? Can you come back to the subject? Command line runner is there. Other one we are having what? Application runner, boss. Okay. Sir, where to use runners and what is the purpose of these runners? What is the use of? What is the use of runners? Okay. In Spring Boot applications. In Spring Boot applications. In Spring Boot applications. No, first of all, give me clarity, guys. Everyone, anyone who worked with, give me clarity. If I had more than one abstract method in functional interface, I will get compile time error or runtime error. I will get compile time error or runtime error. Definitely compile time error, right? So then what made them to give functional interface as a runtime interface? When it is this, because compiler only will do the work, not the runtime environment. So I need to analyze, guys. Okay. Once I analyze, I will let you know why they have given as what runtime. Okay, boss. Now listen. So when I say retention policy source means it will not be recorded into .class file. It is just there giving instruction to compiler to check whether it is coming properly or not. A runtime means it will be recorded into .class file, but there is no guarantee functionality will be there or will not be there. So we have that one, runtime. There is no guarantee functionality will be there or not, but it will be definitely recorded into .class file. So I guessed, okay, because there is no activity at runtime, I thought it should be what? Retention policy at what, guys? Source level. So because it is just there to guide the compiler. Fine. So we'll do some deep analyzation and we'll try to find out why they have given retention policy as what? A runtime. So that is not a big discussion. This is big discussion now. Are you understanding my point? Okay. What is the use of runners in Spring Boot applications, boss? Shall we get into the discussions now? Okay. Fine. Yeah, now listen. In the application, I want to use some data. Once I run the application, I want to use the data. I may move this application from one machine to another machine. I move this application to different environments. Every time going to each machine, going to each environment, keeping data is ready is meaningless, right? Keeping data ready is meaningless. Then what I do, in the run method of any runner class, I will write the JDBC code to execute the DB script. That means database related script, and to keep some records insertion ready. To keep some database record insertions ready. So that what happens, guys, even though you move application from one mission to another mission, one place to another place, so anyhow in the startup tables will be ready, records will be ready, and they will be used throughout the application or not. I said run method contains startup logics. What logics? Initial logics are startup logics. Are you understanding my point, guys? Okay, guys. We generally place. What is that? We generally place initial logics. Initial logics are startup logics to execute in the. Come on. In the run methods of runner class. Okay, run method of runner class. Okay. In the run method of runner class, guys. The logics are like executing DB script and keeping DB tables with rows. DB tables with rows ready. DB tables with the rows ready. Okay, next one. Performing some testing activities. Okay, performing some testing activities. Some testing activities. I don't want to write separate unit testing environment, but I want to test it, whether certain objects are created or not. Come on, guys. Whether certain objects are injected with certain other objects or not. Okay. Performing some testing activities related to auto configuration and its injections. Auto configuration and its injections. Okay, guys. Auto configurations and what? Injections. Okay, boss. Next. Next one. Logging activities related to auto configuration. So many activities are happening in auto activities. So I want to test them. After testing them, I want to confirm by writing some log messages. So I think logging activities related to auto configuration and startup activities you can write here or not. Startup activities we can write it. Now listen. Login activities related to auto configuration and startup activities you can write it. Okay, guys. Now listen, this is very important. In real time, main class will just contain Spring application dot run method call. No other logics will be there. All these logics they will be placing in run method of runner class. Always you look at any code that you download from Git boss. If you look at the main class that is there in configuration starter class, come on, configuration come main class, just spring application dot run method will be there. But other day what we are writing, ctx dot get bean, pass the bean id, get it. In mini project we have written scanner class also, reading inputs. Come on, scanner class reading inputs, and we are closing the container, we are invoking the business method. Sorry, all this stuff they will do in the run method of runner class. In the main comes starter class, they will just place only spring application dot run method. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, guys. In real time projects, the main class, what guys, the main class, what is that? Starter configuration class come main class. What is that? Configuration class come main class that contains at the rate Spring Boot application annotation. At the rate Spring Boot application annotation. Okay. The main class, main method contains only Spring application dot run method call. The remaining all logics like getting bean from Spring container, getting Spring bean from getting Spring bean class object from IOC container, invoking business methods, and etc. will be done. Come on, etc. will be done from the run method of runner class. Runner classes through various injections. Okay, guys. From run methods of runner classes through various injections, guys. Okay, boss. Right. So you need not to run explicitly, boss. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. So now let's see some example without wasting much time. First of all, you should get the difference between application runner and command line runner. So this is our Spring Boot project, guys. This is Maven project, boss. Say next. Here is Maven hyphen. Here is Maven hyphen. The Spring Boot now, boss. Oh, I am running Maven. Here is my, where is that starter project? Where is the starter project? Others, starter project. Okay. Starter project. Actually, in my back of the brain, that is running. Why at the rate functional interface is given as what? Runtime retention level. Because according to my analyzation, it should be source type, source level. So I'm just trying to analyze, because runtime no error will come. Every verification of functional interface takes place at what time? compile time. I'm just trying to analyze. Don't worry, I will analyze and I will let you know, people. Yes, boss. Where is this? Project name is not typed. Okay. Let's take a project name. Boot Pros 7, guys. Yes. Boot Pros 7, boss. Yes, guys. Here is my 7 or 13. Boot Pros 13. Am I right? Okay. Boot Pros 13. Runners. Runners. That's it. Nothing else is required. Say next. Okay. Any jars are required? Are a basic project, no jars are required. Any jars are required? Basic project, no jars are required. Nice, boss. I think I pushed the entire code now, boss. I think this is not pushed today. I will push it. Fine. Taking time. Taking bit time. Okay. Yeah, we got it, boss. Now listen. Yeah, I was talking about this main method, boss. I was talking about main method. Here, apart from this, no other lines will be there in real projects, though they are standalone applications. Okay, though they are this one. Ganesh Bale, servlet context is container created object or your object? Container create object. How do you write a worst fellow? Number one. Number two. Okay. Do you think servlet context object will be there in our application, in standalone applications? Why are you trying to think too much, mouse? Can't you stick with the subject? Mr. Ganesh, did I talk all these things with respect to any Spring Boot application or only web application? Do you think you will get servlet context object in standalone applications? Great fellows, guys. I don't know what I am saying and what they are listening. Okay, boss. Let's see. New package. Runners. Okay, runners. Okay, guys. Acha, Ganesh Bale is saying that in our project we don't know runners. That's why we are managing with what? This. You don't know, you know, Spring Boot, you don't know runners means your fundamentals are not so great, boss. Check once. Because generally it's a minimum concept, right? Yes. Now let's see, guys. Okay. Here what? Some render guys. Some runner guys. Okay. I will write uh, alert service runner. Something. Alert service runner. Alert service runner. Arvind Verma, can you concentrate, boss? Please. Okay. I'm just writing one more runner. Email service runner. some runners, guys. Okay. Your alert service related initialization logic, your email service related initialization logics. I will try to place, boss. These are just dummy, boss. Okay. Implements command line runner. What runner, guys? Command line runner. Okay. What is the method I should implement? Run method function. Run method. Okay. Now listen carefully here. Here args is there, command line arguments are there. So when you have array, we can display them through what? First I will write systrace, guys. That's good. After that, what is this? Command line args are okay. Command line args are command line args are tell me here, int I is equal to 0, or I can take enhanced for loop. What is that? String args colon args. Okay, fine. System dot out dot println arg. System dot out dot println arg. Okay, right. Email service runner, guys. Implements, what is that? Application runner. Yeah, in one project any number of runners can be there, guys. Application runner. Here also run method is there. Here also run method is there. Okay, guys. Public wide run application. Here is what? Systrace. That's cool. Here we can categorize the things. That's very interesting. First of all, you see args dot get non-option arguments. It's coming as what? List. It's coming as list. Option name set. Get option values. If you submit the name, you will get the value. Get source target is coming as a array. Get source target coming as a array. Okay, list and everywhere toString method is there. I can directly print them. System dot out dot println. Okay. Option args. Args dot get option args. Non-option args. Only name will be there, no value, no key value, boss. Non-option arguments only. Okay, value will be there, no key. Yes, I'll show how to pass them, don't worry about it. This is non-option args. Option args, as I said, na hyphen symbol, key value pairs, hyphen symbol will be there, right? What is that? Contains key is equal to value. Key is equal to value. Especially hyphen key is equal to value. Okay, boss. Sys out source args. That means all args, guys. Args dot get source args. Okay, but this is giving a string array. How to convert string array into this, guys? Arrays dot toString. Arrays dot toString. Yes. Here what? Option arg values. Option arg values. Method is different, boss. Here, what is the method? Second one. Args dot get option arg values or option names. Only names will come. Get option names. Okay. contains values, and this method gives only keys. This method gives only queues, right? Keep the single quote with double. Replace single quote with what? Double quotes. What's happening? Yes. Source args arrays dot to string, boss. Array, it will convert any array into single string. Here also, if you don't want to write the for loop, here also you can use arrays dot to string. That's not a big issue. That is not a big issue. Now is the reason, but you have to make them as Spring Bean, guys. Otherwise, these things won't participate in what? Pre-instantiation process. How to make them as Spring Bean? At the rate component. Sorry, you are not giving bean ID. No problem. I said na runner classes are Spring Beans. Don't forget that. At the rate component. At the rate component. Yes. So both are having run method. Now concentrate. Just go to main class. Come this one. Come here. Run on Spring Boot application. Spring Boot application. See, run method called, run method called. Called or not called? Sir, why all these are empty? Because right now we didn't pass any command line arguments. Did we pass any command line arguments, guys? Did we pass any command line arguments? No. Yes, let's go for right click, run as, run configurations, run as, run configurations, arguments, guys. Here, I will take some non-option arguments. I will take some option arguments, guys. Val 1. What is this? Non-option. Okay. -, OPT1 is equal to OPT2 is equal to val2 space. -, OPT3 is equal to option 3 is equal to val3. Yes, these are program arguments. Are regular command line arguments. I'm trying to give as what? This is non-option value. These are option values. Key values are there. That too with hyphen symbol is there. They will be treated as option values. Apply run. Apply run. See, am I calling these things manually, guys? No. Observe. Alert service is what, guys? Command line runner, right? Alert service is what, guys? Command line runner. Value 1, this is another command line argument, this is another command line argument, coming one by one. Okay, but here categorization is possible or not? Non-option args, only value 1. Option arg value, option arg names actually. Option arg names actually. I have written wrong message, guys. Email service. See, get non-option args. That is what. Get option names. Option arg names. Names are keys. Names are keys, guys. Now tell me. Names are keys. Option 3 and option 2. Source args. Source args. That means all values are coming. Check it out. Value 1, option 2, val 2, option 3, val 3. I hope you are understanding my point. So do you think this kind of categorization post-mortem is possible on command line arguments while working with command line runner? No. Possible only while working with application runner. Come on. So that's why it's your choice. You want detailed post-mortem and you want to use them as inputs while writing your starter logics in the run method, go for application runner. No, that much is not required, sir. I don't use at all any command line arguments while writing my startup logics, then adjust with command line runner. And I have seen most of the time people are happy with command line runner, because most of the time we don't need to do this kind of postmortem on command line arguments. Basically, in core Java also, we never concentrated. Command line arguments can be given like this. Program arguments can be given like this. Did you ever analyze it? Command line arguments will have a key value pairs. In that one, some arguments can be there without value, only keys. Some arguments can be there with key and value. They are called option. No, na. No, but actually it's a concept that is there from the core Java onwards. We never worried that much, right? So if you want to do that kind of detailed postmortem and you want to use them as inputs while writing the startup logics in the run method, go for application runner. But maximum times I am seen people are happy with the command line runner. Why? Because we don't give this much important, this much detailed postmortem on what? Command line arguments while using them as inputs in our application startup logics. I hope you got it clarity. There are so many people, they don't know about runner. By mistake, if they know about runner, they say both are same. Yes, in fact, both are same, guys. No doubt in that. In fact, both are same. But you must know detailed information, detailed difference between both runners, guys. Command line runner and application runner. I hope you convinced, guys. Okay, now listen. Listen carefully. I want to give one more use case. What is this? Whenever server is started through application process, I want to send one email message or SMS message. So many services will be initialized here during application startup. As soon as certain services are initialized, I want to send one alert message to admins. I want to send one alert message to admins. That kind of logic also we can keep in run method, na? Okay, see, logging activities related to auto configuration and startup activities. Okay, startup activities. Are you with me, guys? Okay. Yeah, everyone please look at the chat box. People are realizing the importance of this. Sir, we are using multiple arguments to activate specific module in project. But for this, we have to write 30 to 40 lines of code using Java. But now after listening of about application runner, I can categorize it very beautifully. I hope everyone is able to realize the same. Okay, guys. Now listen carefully. What is this? To send email or SMS alert messages, SMS alert messages to admins when important activities, when important services are what, guys? Important services are started during application startup process, during Spring Boot application startup, during the startup process of, during 1 minute, startup process of Spring Boot application, like start of server. Okay, initialization of SMS gateway. Are you getting my point? Initialization of SMS gateway, payment gateway. We always try to get them through auto configuration and injection activities or not, but they are major activities, right? Okay, payment gateway and etc. Okay, guys, and etc. Next one. No, though there are, I'm trying to give multiple use cases, guys. Though there are, okay, guys. Though there are multiple modules, though there are multiple modules in project, in project. If you want to activate, if you want to activate only certain modules, if you want to activate, what is that? Only certain modules. Okay, certain modules. We take the support of, and I want to give maximum use cases, guys. Runners. We take the support of runners. See, SOP statements, what is the difference? Everyone will know. But I want to give more real-time touch. That's why I'm trying to take this one. Right. To create to create dummy or admin email IDs. Come on. Dummy or admin email IDs. Admin IDs and dummy or okay admin accounts during the application startup process, are you listening my statement? Process automatically we take the support of runners. If I start talking, I can talk another one day. Those many use cases are there. Sir, why are you saying dummy? I didn't understand. Project is released. First, what happened? UAT test will happen, right? User acceptance test. With respect to user acceptance test, whatever admin email IDs, admin accounts, whatever we create, they are dummy only, na? With respect to user acceptance test, they are dummy. But once project goes to production, they are not dummy, they are the real. Are you listening my statement? In user acceptance test, whatever tables we create, whatever accounts we create, whatever email ID create, they are just dummy. But we cannot say dummy when project is moved toward production environment. So they will be treated as what? Admin accounts, admin email IDs, all this stuff. Are very simple, guys. Okay, you want to use some services, some data in while operating the project. So those services and that data should be initialized during application startup automatically. Think about writing those logics where in runner class. How many times they'll execute? Only for one time. Sir, please don't think about a classroom application. Classroom application is what? Every 5 minutes we run once. No. Think about those projects, especially web application, especially distributed application. Once up, they will be there for 1 year running continuously. Once up, they will be there running for 10 years continuously. Think about those applications. Please don't think about classroom applications which are standalone, which every 2 minutes we run. Then you will understand importance of the runners. Please don't think much about standalone application also. Think more about web application, more about distributed application, like banking kind of applications. Are you understanding my statement, guys? That's what I'm trying to provide, boss. That's what I'm trying to inject. Because if you look at standalone application angle, runners looks very funny. You cannot convince yourself. If runners looks very funny and it looks like very funny, you will get the feeling, what is need of runner? That's what I'm trying to share my knowledge. I try to share my experience with you people. These are the places where I have used. These are the places where we have used, right? Okay, guys. I hope you convinced, boss. Like this, so many use cases are there. By this time, you might have got some idea. By this time, you might have got idea. What is that? Once application started, okay, our application works on some data. Our application works on some services. Our application deals with some logics. Okay, those logics related, those services related, that data related, initialization process can be done through runners. Or if those things are happening through auto configuration process, at least we use runner for logging purpose, for confirmation purpose. If those things are happening through auto configuration, use a runner for confirmation by generating log messages or alert messages. Now, if they are not happening, do those activities through runners. I hope bulb glown. Everyone got the clarity. Today I just kept the agenda of importance of runner. You should understand what is the importance of runners. Small fundamentals are there. We can work on this. Say paste. Okay, guys. Email service runner. I'll give command line arguments. Alert service runner. Alert service runner. Okay. While running the application. Provide command line arguments. Yes, guys. Run configurations, arguments tab. Here is the stuff. Okay, run configurations, arguments tab. Here is the stuff. Yes, if someone asks you where did you use runner in your project, you have some use cases to tell or not? You have some use cases to tell or not? Are you understanding my point? Right. Val1, Val2. Now tell me, these are what? These two are what? These two are option arcs. Option arcs having hyphen key is equal to value. Okay, key is equal to value. Next, non-option arcs, only value. Non-option arcs, only value. Non-option arc, only value. Only value. Only value. Only value. Is that clear, guys? Note. Okay. Program arguments are command line arguments like args0, args1, args1, and etc. args1, etc. Next, VM arguments. EM arguments. EM arguments are given to pass. Are given to pass. Okay, guys. System properties. What, guys? VM arguments are given to pass system properties to application using -D option. Remember that, guys? Using -D option. Array, while dealing with profiles, we discussed about it, right? -D spring dot profiles dot active. Recollect. No, like this we can give our custom things also. Dev again -D. Okay, -D. Uname is equal to Raja. Again -D. Again -D. Are some memory settings also we can do, guys. Some memory things also we can do. Premgen size. There is a fixed system property called Premgen size is equal to 34 MB. Within the JVM there is a memory called Premgen. Okay, or we can use XMX, XMS. Some options are there to provide memory related setting, JVM related thing. For that also we can use them, guys. Okay. Premgen size is equal to 34 MB, boss. Array, in memory classes, in memory things will be generated. In memory metadata, in memory classes, all these things will be generated in this Premgen memory, guys. Premgen memory. Okay, if you want to increase or decrease that one, you can go for this -D option. I'm not giving exact name. Okay, like this they look, guys. Like this they will look. I hope you got the clarity, guys. Come on. Right. Fine, boss. So run arguments tab, and you have to go for it. Next, one more. This is there. Runners discussion is not over. I hope I'm succeeded telling the importance of runners in project. Please look at in the angle of web application and distributed applications. Okay, boss. Runners are really useful in projects of type web applications and distributed applications which runs in production environment for a long time without shutdown. Okay, in those applications, if you want to execute some startup logics or initialization logics, some startup logic or initialization logic, then go for runners support. I hope this is also clear, guys. Right. What is the difference between main class and main class? Come on, guys. What is the difference between, Sir Ankit Patil, give the difference between both. What do you mean by both, Ra? If you keep in brain, how can I understand? Don't know how to ask questions also. Okay. Fine. Santosh is asking one question. Sir, I can keep those logics in the DAOs now. Okay. First of all, if you go to Spring Data JPA, no DAOs. Number two, and there are hundreds of DAOs in your project. Instead of writing in every DAO, better to write in one run method, na boss. Okay. Ankit, tell me why I should not scold you, why I should not murder you, a dirty fellow. Everyone look at Ankit's question. Are you eating rice or something else, a dirty fellow? Huh? What is this? What is this? What is the difference between command line runner and application runner? Don't you think this is the question I raised and I have given answer? What right? Are you man or something else? Red color. Answer is given. Explained. Now at the end you are asking me, give me difference between command line runner and what? Guys, I must. Okay. What's the difference between difference between starter class and runner class? Are we have a starters also, right? Okay, starter class and runner, starter and runner. After this, I'll wind up the session. Don't worry. And that today is Saturday, you should not have complaint. Starter and runner. Now listen, guys. Starters are jars. Starters are jars. Jar files. Files acting as libraries. Acting as libraries. Supporting Spring Boot's auto configuration activities. Auto configuration activities. By collecting inputs from application dot properties. Application dot properties or YML. I think you convinced guys. Starters. Since rhythm is there, I am comparing. Generally, if interviewer is intelligent fellow, you never compare starters and runner. Okay. But rhythm is there. And moreover, some people think that starter will be executed at starting point. No. Both are different. To tell that I am talking about this. Right, boss. Runners are Spring Beans having callback methods. What, guys? Having callback method run. Okay. Callback method run and contains. Okay, guys. Swati Tilla, you should give hyphen capital D, boss. How to capital D? Come on. Okay. Swati Tilla, that hyphen capital D will work only in standalone project. In production environment, we don't have access now. That's why I asked to give profile through application dot properties. That is only one of the option. That is not the only option to activate the profile. Swati, that's the reason I said application dot properties is the best to activate the environment. I hope you remember that. Okay, fine. Use some common sense. You'll understand that. Okay. Runners are Spring Bean having callback method. Okay, run method and contains application startup or initial logics. Application startup or initial logic as discussed in above use cases. As discussed in above use cases. As discussed in above use cases. Right. So both are different or not, boss? Yes, boss. Right. Thank you, guys. Our next class will be on Monday. Monday, I will conclude runners. Okay. Tuesday onwards, I will try at start what? Spring Boot Data JPA. That means Spring Data module I will talk. What module I will talk, guys? Spring Data module. Yes. Okay. Listen, guys. Listen. Uh, Sunday I have got some other assignment related to office. So this Sunday no special class. Okay. Right. JDBC videos I will give on Monday. URLs I collected. I have to just paste to you people. So Spring JDBC, which I had covered in XML based, annotation based, 100% code driven based, Spring Boot based. I will give in Monday's class. Okay. Thank you. Monday, you remind me. If I forget, also remind me. Thank you, guys. Next class is on Monday. Thank you. Have a nice time.